Hey, good afternoon. This is Chris Jenkins, AvigationPro.com. Today is May 15th, 2019, and this is the first update I put up on the channel in months and months. Summer of last year, I went through a major job change. Prior to that, and for the 3 years, so from 3 years back from the summer of last year, I had been flying Hawker 800s at a charter operator in southern Wisconsin. Last summer, we made the move down to Savannah, Georgia. Went to work for an aircraft manufacturer. Now I'm flying a Gulfstream G150 on customer support missions. So it's a different job, a different mission profile. It's a fun, exciting job. Still working the corporate pilot angle though, and the job situation continues to improve. The last 3 years, really 4 years, have been an incredible turnaround. So the salary and the schedule continues to improve and improve. And so I continue to say there's no industry as exciting as ours. And with the opportunities that are available for new pilots starting out, there's never been a better time to get in. I'm excited today because I just got a new laptop, and while the old one was cumbersome, wasn't great for filming, it looks like this one's going to be a lot easier. So I'm running a Lenovo Yoga Chromebook with the i5, 8 gigs of RAM, and I've just been playing around with it this afternoon, setting it up on all my apps and processes that I run for business, day-to-day personal stuff. And then I realized, I'm going to have to get serious about continuing to keep the website updated, the YouTube channel. So welcome back. If you've, if it's been a while, if it's your first time, my name is Chris Jenkins, run a website called AvigationPro.com. We are in the business of helping people save money, progress quickly and efficiently, and perform with excellence and a high level of proficiency as they make the transition from becoming aspiring pilots to student pilots and finally private pilots. I can tell you personally from a 15-year history in the industry that the job prospects have gotten significantly better, and the prospect for the next 4 years, prognosis is that the demand for pilots will continue to increase. So there are exciting opportunities for anyone who's getting certified with a commercial multi-engine license, certified flight instructor certificate, and on the path to make their leap into either corporate aviation with a 135 or a 91 operator, or commercial aviation on the 121 air carrier side. So if you haven't heard of me or seen the website before, this is kind of how it's set up. If you are a student pilot, we need to talk. At any given time, there's about 30 to 50,000 of you. Unfortunately, the statistics still show that there's roughly about 10,000 new private pilots being certified every year. So the dropout rate continues to be higher than necessary. And while the opportunities in aviation are exciting and lucrative, don't skip over the fact that making a commitment to learn to fly is a tremendous commitment. It's a very expensive and very time-consuming process. That's why I set up Avigation Pro. Went to work on this project about 3 years ago. In that time, I've helped some international students as well as students all over the country, East Coast to West Coast, make the transition from becoming student pilots to private pilots. I'd love to talk to you if you are in that process. I promise I can help you. I've got lots of customers who will give you feedback. With 15 years of certified flight instructor experience, I'm currently in the process of continuing some of that flight training on the side. But, the full-time deal is getting the corporate aviation job. That's still in the forefront. But if you're interested, this is my personal phone number. It's posted right there. You can fill out this form, shoot me your name and email, and I'd be glad to spend 45 minutes with you on the phone, just kind of telling you about what we do. And, I did an entire capstone project with my aeronautical science degree through Embry-Riddle on this topic, the inefficiencies and the problems that people face when they go into flight training, and the cost is all over the board. You need to do a cost analysis. You need to set a budget. You need to look at what kind of time frame you're looking at, and then each step of the process, whether it be working on private, instrument, commercial multi, CFI, CFII, ATP, Every stage in the game is a different project in and of itself. There are different tasks and knowledge that you need to be aware of and goals to accomplish kind of systematically, step by step. And that's what we do. We help take a big, complicated, long-term, complex process, and we boil it down into little digestible bite-sized pieces so that this overwhelming massive project doesn't become overwhelming, and you know exactly what to focus on, when you should be focusing on it, so that every single lesson you proceed with absolute confidence and absolute clarity about what you should be doing next. The end result is that Avigation Pro pilots who come to me early should be able to complete their flight training closer to the required number of flight training hours instead of going 20, 30, 40, or 50 hours over, which is common, unfortunately, for many pilots. Those extra hours translate into added cost, added time, and ultimately, whether you're just going after a private pilot's license for personal reasons, or if you're like so many that are on a professional track, the sooner you can make your goal, the better you're going to be. And it's not about the number of hours logged so much as it is about proficiency and confidence. And that's what we help instill. So that's the update. So we're living in Savannah, Georgia now. Typical work day, we're on a 1 hour call out. This morning the phone rang. We got a pop-up trip. We're out and back. We did a trip to Middle Tennessee today. Dropped some passengers, dropped some packages, and found out at the last minute then some of those passengers were going to be on the return leg. So we got to sit around and go to lunch, hang out, and it's a lot of out and back. So the difference between this job and the last one, many times in the charter world, we get put on a 3 or 4 day trip and you end up sitting with some airport time or some hotel time and get to go check out the locations. Whereas with this job, working for the manufacturer, from the moment the phone rings until we walk out to the parking lot, it's pretty much nonstop flying, many legs, long days, but overall a better family schedule. We're pretty much home every night. So again, this is a niche opportunity within the industry. Charter is its own thing. Working for private operators under Part 91, that's its own thing. Part 121, the bulk, probably the number of the guys that are operating in the industry, at this level are working at one airline or another, just because their numbers are so much higher, just the sheer magnitude of what they do and the number of pilots that they need. But again, as people kind of make their way towards working through the student phase, becoming pilots, and then becoming professional pilots, this is, again, something you need to think about. How many job opportunities are going to be available in your area, and what's a radius that you're willing to move to? And these are all discussions that we have at AvigationPro.com. So again, please, if you're in the process, either professionally or just working on a private, I would love to talk to you. Come check out the website, fill out a form, or shoot me a text and let me know when you're available to talk. And I promise I'm going to be working more diligently to put out more videos on a regular basis. And the next one up is going to be a hard look at some cost analysis, the financial aspects of flight training, and the financial aspects of the entry-level flight jobs, and then the trajectory of what an aviation career could look like. So thank you so much for watching. If you have friends that are into aviation, please share the video. I'd love to get some more interaction from viewers. So if you want to shoot me an email or leave me a comment below, I'd like to start the discussion. And I'm back and hoping to be putting out a lot more steady content. Thank you very much. Have a great day.